a short video on how to put a paper back on the back of a picture frame. We use a paper back where we can't, there isn't the room to put a rigid back in, or we just want some sort of dust cover to protect the back of the painting or the watercolour or whatever, and it does tidy things up, makes them look very smart. It's a fairly simple job. So you need to check that your frame, the back of the frame, is clean. There's no dirt, no dust. Sometimes, if it's a new frame, there may be a wax residue on the frame, on the moulding, in which case it'll have to be sanded lightly and possibly even a bit of PVA on. Let that dry, and then you can start this procedure. Okay, I'm going to use double-sided tape, very good quality double-sided tape. You can use, and you should really use, glue, but the double-sided tapes come in lots of different qualities. This is a particularly good one, and they're good enough for the job, but not a purist's choice. So I'm just running this roughly a millimetre from the edge of the frame, the outside edge of the frame. Rub it down, and we'll whip the cover off. That's 1, 2. We've got to make the distance from the edge of the frame consistent, because we're going to trim it to that edge exactly. Okay. Okay, so we're ready to apply the paper. Several ways to do this. What we want to do is try and induce a little bit of tension to start with. So I'm going to tape it down to my work surface. I'm going to tape it down to my work surface so that we can work on a bit of tension. So we'll start like that. I'm just trying to stretch the paper a little bit, just so that we get a nice neat fitting back. This is brown Kraft paper. You can buy it at any stationery store. When it comes, it does have two sides, so it's got a glossy side and a matte side, and the glossy side is generally the outside side, so it's a bit more water resistant. So I'm going to place the picture onto the paper like so. Okay, and release it from its tape. Okay, so now we've got a fairly taut back, and I'll just smooth that down. My rubbing finger all the way around. There's a little bit of a crease around the edge. Helps get it down. Okay, now I'm going to trim it, and you can get a tool to do this, but a sharp knife and using your finger as guide is just as good as anything. and we're just trimming it to the 2 millimeters that we left on the tape. And the final one. There we go. And we'll just make sure that's nice and smooth. Okay, that looks good enough. So there we have, and it's a fairly neat job, but of course we can make it a little bit better. And to do that, what I do is get an old spray and fill it with fresh water. We use a lot in the workshop, and I'm just going to lightly spray it. And then rub that evenly over the whole area. It will absorb in. Just a little bit more in that corner. Okay, there we go. And put that by a radiator for half an hour, and as it dries it will shrink, and it will become very, very tight and stretched. So, and I'm going to do this just for the camera. I shouldn't really try this with anybody's artwork, but just to speed things up a little. It'll give you some idea of what actually happens. There we go. As I said, don't try that on anybody's artwork because it's not terribly good. Just let it air dry, and but it will go something like that. And that, as you can hear, is as tight as a drum and looks very, very neat.